Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin. I'm a psychic medium and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my powerful and my gorgeous and my beautiful Virgo, and it's for June 2018. So it's for you, my beautiful gorgeous Virgo, and it's for June 2018. This month will be huge. This month will be massive. I'm getting so excited for you because this is going to be absolutely brilliant. There was so much going on in Virgo's lives. There was so much going on when it comes to the actual professional side, when it comes to the money, when it comes to the finances. There were a lot was happening also in Virgo's lives when it comes to the actual lifestyle and things like that. And lots of Virgos have been going through lots of little changes lately, focusing on new things, focusing on brand new things in their lives that had this really amazing impact on other things as well, but have also, this in particular is going to bring a really fantastic, powerful insight. I cannot explain and I cannot stress how important June is going to be. Virgos, June is going to be life-changing. I cannot stress enough how important June is going to be, because you are going to feel a great, massive, huge awakening. This is going to be an amazing time, your own time for your own personal initiation. This is going to be an amazing time to start something brand new. This is going to be an amazing and perfect time to start living your life. But this is also going to be an amazingly perfect time to make a huge change. There is a massive change that you are going to make. And this change that you are going to make this month is going to be so much connected to your emotional life, to your personal life, to your family life. I'm not talking about career. I'm not talking about the finances. I'm not talking about these changes, but I'm strictly talking about the love life. I'm talking about relationships. There are big changes that are going to actually happen this month, whether you're in relationship and whether you're not in relationship. There were things going on for a while. You were focusing on certain things in life, but while you were focusing on certain things in life, there were other things that were changing without you even realizing, perhaps. And the realization that is going to come through in June, right at the beginning of June, is just going to be beautiful, because the whole month is going to be the time of transition. The whole month is going to be like a one big, massive, huge, powerful spiritual bridge that you're just going to start walking through at the beginning of June, and by the time you get to the end of the June, your life is just going to start feeling completely different. There is a massive huge baggage that you were carrying. There's a massive huge baggage that you had, and this baggage has a lot to do with your emotions, and it's also connected to the fact that you're scared to go on the second stage of your spiritual journey. You're scared because you're scared of the unknown situation. You're scared of the new world. You're scared to maybe start over, or you're scared to maybe start by yourself. It depends what your situation is going to be, of course, according to your own spiritual journey. But this month a lot is going to be happening, but it's going to be really good. It's going to be great. It's going to feel different, because there is a certain power that you are going to have. And you also have a number 2. Number 2 is just so important when it comes to the actual numerology, and especially when it comes to the actual June, because June is a very spiritual month in itself. And this is also really perfect and very powerful time of the year when it comes to you and when it comes to your energies, Virgos, because this is your time of the year. Like, you like this, like about, and we are now getting into the second half of 2018, and this is all now, from now onwards, it's all about spirituality. It's all about going to be our intuition. It's all about our own personal power, which is also on another hand going to bring you a nice hermit mode, and that hermit mode is going to be just absolutely amazing, because the hermit mode is not only about just us just taking a little time aside, or us just like taking a little time out, day 2 or a couple of hours, it all depends. The hermit mode is a very powerful mode. It's a very powerful situation where we are really in touch with our own spirituality. We are in touch with our own intuition. We are in touch with our spirit guides, our angels, and the universe. And our spirit guides and angels and the universe is bringing us closer, bringing us closer. That's the hermit mode, in order to give us powerful messages, in order to give us powerful messages, powerful signs, which are just going to be literally life-changing. I cannot stress enough, but the June is going to be life-changing. And what number 2 is also bringing you, it's bringing you nice balance when it comes to you, and when it comes to your love, and when it comes to your friendship, and when it comes to relationships. Number 2 is also saying that this is going to be highly popular month when it comes to you being popular in general. Like, you will be going out a lot, you will be bursting with positivity, you will be bursting with energy, you will be bursting with power. Radiance is going to be all around the place. You will be so powerful this month when it comes to, like, you know, like a shining through, and just use this to the best of your abilities. If you want to go out and flirt with people, have some fun, do it. You will be noticed everywhere, but you will not even need to flirt this month. You will get so much attention, so much power. Number 2 also is trying to let you know that there are certain things inside you are going to awake. The June is the month of awakening for you, my beautiful Virgos. And if there was like a lot of stagnant energy, lots of energy that was making you really powerless because you were just focused on a certain side of your lives, but I'm not saying you forgot how to be happy, but you will realize there are things on an emotional side that you will want to work on. You will want changes. And now what you were scared of so far, now each day is just going to make more sense. It's going to be really, really good indeed. And also when it comes to the actual health, you see, the energy levels are gonna be absolutely fantastic, bombastic. You will be flying all around the place, like full of energy. It's gonna be amazing. Virgos, you're amazing when you feel that particular energy, when you feel the peak of your ability can be the best, you know, when you feel so energetic, you can achieve a million things in 1 hour. You're brilliant anyway, but when you have this peak of energy, it's gonna be amazing. So when it comes to health, I'm seeing the energy levels again like going to be really shot up, and they're going to be really brilliant. And I'm saying this is so important and it's so overpowering because it's going to reflect on you amazingly, and people are going to feel this. And this is the way Virgo works really brilliantly. This is the way people feel Virgo. This is the way people sense Virgos. Like when Virgo is feeling completely energetic, the whole world is watching, and this is just amazing. I'm talking about that type of energy. I'm talking about the great awakening, my beautiful Virgos. And this basically that's what I'm saying, that your energy levels are going to be brilliant. The only thing that I'm seeing that you're going to be sensitive to, it's a little bit of cold and flu type of thing, you know, these type of infections like cold and flu that is just going to be quite prominent. So the energy levels are going to be brilliant, but even if you do have a little bit of cold and flu and if you get these particular symptoms, you see, it's still your energy levels are going to be so good, you see, that you will not even probably notice. But if you do want to do something for your cold and flu, and when we are prone to infections and things like that, when it comes to cold and flu, you know what I always recommend? Echinacea. These herbs I'm taking myself, of course, so I have been taking them for years. And echinacea, I would highly suggest to get in a tincture form, or maybe to get in a capsule form, however you prefer, but I prefer the liquid form because I think it gets into the bloodstream quicker. And also echinacea is a natural herb which has got the ability to boost your white count cells, and by that it boosts your immune system. I think people have been taking these particular herbs for many years. I adore echinacea, and you take it with a little breaks. Normally you take it for 6 weeks, and then you have a 2 weeks breaks, then you take for 6 weeks again, then you take 2 weeks break. Some people say like that you don't need to take a break, but I really strictly do think you need to take a break when you take a natural herbal supplements, because that way your body doesn't get used to it. If you don't get breaks with herbal supplements, your body will get used to it, and then it's not going to be as effective. So that's why I suggest highly to take it for 6 weeks, then couple of weeks breaks, 6 weeks on, couple of weeks breaks, and you will be amazed. Echinacea is also the herb that is so powerful that it has got the ability to change your life when you realize how much it's actually protecting you from cold, flu, and things like that. It's an amazing herb to boost your immune system. If you are on any other medications, please do check with your GP or with your doctor whether this echinacea can interact with your existing medications or not. You see, it all depends, but I just have to say it. Sometimes it's okay, sometimes it's not, so you need to check with your GP. Otherwise, health is going to be brilliant. Okay, now going to the first part of June. Okay, not the first part, but going to the first date of June. Your first date is going to be the 3rd of June, my beautiful Virgos. The 3rd of June, it's just going to make you feel like a little warrior. Okay, you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to start feeling very strong. You're going to start feeling very powerful. You're going to start feeling very ready for some kind of action. You're going to start feeling like ready for the new stage in your life. But this is going to be connected to the big problem that you were hoping that it's going to go away. But it's not going to go away by itself. It's going to go away when you sit down and you see what you're going to do. Because as long as you prolong things in your life, as long as you understand that you need to change things, you're not doing favor to yourself or to anyone else. So this is going to be important. This is going to be powerful. This is going to be a huge stepping stone for you, because that realization is going to become more powerful and more powerful after this moment. And your life is just going to start being happy and beautiful again. Okay? So there is a beautiful bravery that is going to be born on this day. But the bottom line is that by the end of the day, the realization that you're going to have, it's going to be connected to the partial loss. There is going to be a little bit of regret there, and a little bit, oh no, what could, if did this happen, if that happened, it doesn't matter. That absolutely doesn't matter. And this is what I said, this regret that you had before, that you will feel, this is the negative energy that was preventing you and blocking you and stopping you from moving forward in your life. And because you know what you need to do, but you were just kind of scared, or you were just waiting for the right moment. And this partial loss and regret that you're going to feel, it's just going to be really tiny in compared to what was preventing you to move on in your life so far. This is deep, my beautiful Virgos. This is the time of changes. This is the time of awakening, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, the second important day, it's going to be the 13th of June. Get it? 13 is a nice number, it's a positive number, it's a spiritual number, and it's also the number that is trying to let you know that your intuition, it's going to be very, very strong on that day. There is the realization that you're going to have on this day, and it's going to come and stem purely through the unusual situation that you will go through, and an unusual idea is going to come through, and before it wouldn't make sense, but then something completely different and completely new is going to develop out of it, because there's a difficult situation that you're going to be able to kind of make it more positive through this realization. And also by the end of the day, on the 13th of June, it's basically you are going to have a very good joy. You're going to very good realization that is just going to make you feel really happy and really joyful, and really like you're going to start feeling really light, really positive. And this is the time when you're going to start feeling that balance. And also other people are just going to start really looking up to you, and other people, there is something that is just going to happen to you that other people who means to you a lot, and vice versa, is just going to be so happy for you as well. So this is just going to be the part of the bigger picture where other people are also going to be involved, but you're the main person here. You're the main character, Virgo, of course. Okay, the third part of June, the third date that I want you to pay attention to, it's actually going to be the 25th of June. Now, the 25th of June, it's going to be the time when you're going to have your hermit moment. You see, the 25th of June is going to be the time when you're going to have your powerful hermit mode that I was talking about before. And this hermit mode is not just, oh yeah, you just need to go back, and just to think of some, just to like a kind of like a step back from the situation for a couple of days, a couple of hours, or 1 hour, just to need the time by yourself. No, it's just so much connected to you, your spirit guides, your universe, and your guardian angels are trying to bring you back, bring you in order for you to connect to your subconscious mind, in order for you to connect to your third psychic eye, in order for you to connect to your spirit guides, and in order for you to get the most amazing message of this year, which is going to be absolutely life-changing. And that message is just going to give you so much courage in order to do what you want to do, and you know exactly what you want to do, but you were just waiting for the right moment, you were just waiting for the right time. I mean, this is absolutely brilliant. I was recommending this before as well to the other people, to the other signs in the similar situations, especially when it comes to the emotional confusion, because this is going to maybe cause a little tiny bit of emotional confusion, and I highly recommend to get something like a selenite. You see, this is the selenite candle holder. So beautiful, so gentle, it's so gentle, but it's so powerful. And especially when it comes to like all sorts of like emotional imbalance, emotional confusion and things like that, you know, this is just really, really nice to have, because it just gives you that sharpness, that edges, you know, that edge, you know, that you actually need. But it's basically candle holder, and you can get it on my website, and the link is in the description below. And it's just really nice to have it around it, you know, when we are going through lots of like emotional changes and things like that, which I think June is going to be absolutely massive for you. Huge, 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 my beautiful Virgos, my goodness. Okay, now going to the first part of June. Going to the first part of June 2018, this is just going to start feeling like amazing right from the beginning, right from the start. Every day you're going to feel better and better. Every day you're going to feel more powerful and more powerful. Every day your future is going to start becoming more and more clear, more crystal clear. And it's all going to stem from the fact that you're going to make a change when it comes to your personal life, change when it comes to your relationship. With that change, through that change, it's going to be realization that things are not going to be as easy maybe, but you are going towards the right direction. And this is just going to give you so much power and so much strength, so much energy. And each day you're going to become more powerful, because your beginning of June is literally your own wake-up call, your wake-up call, which is going to make you realize certain things about your life. And it's also going to have a healing effect on you. And on another hand, this is going to be very, very grounding. So the bottom line is that this is going to just make you feel so much more stronger, so much more powerful. It is going to give you a clear focus about your future, but there is a certain part of your present that is quite important, that it's going to need to change. It's going to need to go. Certain karma it's coming to an end with a certain stage, certain situation in your life. Okay, now you have a very good hope that is going to start at the beginning of June. There is a hope, very good realization, that is just going to bring you brand new direction, brand new prospects, but it's going to make, or automatically going to make, it's going to have an automatic impact on your balance. You're going to realize that you're going to need to work a little bit harder. You're going to need to bring something else in order to get what you want to get, but automatically at the same time you will feel really overwhelmed, because there is going to be the situation that is just going to arise out of it completely blue, and it's also going to be connected to the part of you actually going somewhere in order, making tiny little mini journey, going somewhere in order to make something happen. You're just going to need to like travel tiny little bit. Then the big wish is going to come through, that is going to be very, very powerful. And this particular big wish is going to be connected to what you do, your professional life, and it's going to be connected, of course, to your financial situation, because after this point you will be able, your financial situation is going to start improving, and it's going to become even more solid. There is a part of the competition that you are going to be. For those of you that are working, you know, there is going to be some kind of part of competition that you're going to become, and it's going to be really good competition. You may not be aware of it, but you are going to end up with actually working more, having more. When it comes to your work, you will end up with some kind of apprenticeship, or you're just going to end up with like more responsibilities. However, this is going to be the step in the right direction, because you are going to end up with more money, and your financial situation is just going to start being feeling so much good after this point, you see. So I think that this competition is going to be brilliant. And for those of you that are actually self-employed, you're going to be really busy. Like for example, if you have your own business, like in the first part of June, and there is going to be lots of busyness, and you are going to end up with more, and financial situation is just going to start improving. And if you are retired, for example, this is also means that you are going to end up with more in your life. There is a certain new path about to become clear to you in your life, which is going to have a direct impact on you, on your own happiness, on your everyday life in the best possible way. And of course, also when it comes to your money and finances, you see, this is all going to be connected. There is a certain challenge that you're also going to have. There is a certain challenge that is going to be really, really good and really important. You're all going to be part of the challenge. And by the time you get to the second part of June 2018, this is the time when it's like la 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 dun, dun, recognition. This is going to be one of the best, one of the biggest recognitions when it comes to you, when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to other people recognizing you, when it comes to the people and situations in life that you want to be recognized by, this is going to be absolutely huge. You will be tested a little bit, but also you're going to come out on top, and you're going to realize, oh my goodness, because there are going to be a couple of situations that you're going to deal with. They're going to be really weird, and they're going to make you feel like a little bit strange, and you will not know what to do, and this is going to be really strange. But on another hand, your stamina, your strength and power will be tested at the same time, and you're actually going to come out on top with two extra choices. Two extra choices are going to be brilliant, because the financial situation is actually going to be even better. Good news about the financial situation that is going to happen here, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. There is somebody that is going to need your help. Somebody is going to come through. Somebody is going to need your help. Somebody is really going to need you emotionally. So it's going to be either friend or either family member, and I can see you going through, and I can see you giving something very crucial to them. Virgo, you are amazing. You have got an amazing power, and you have got an amazing energy, and people can feel this, people can sense this. You also, Virgos, are one of the signs that have got a ridiculously powerful healing energy, and this is when you talk to people, when you are in touch with people and things like that, people are able to feel this. You are able to heal people in such an amazing way. It's amazing. There is also a certain journey that you're going to plan. There is a certain journey that you're going to plan, and this journey is going to be really good for you, really important for you. And also there is going to be the question around your mind, the mid-June, which is going to be asking yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. A very strange situation. You will remember my words. It's going to be yes or no. Should I do it? Should I not? Should I do it? Should I not? And the answer to that is going to be yes. And you will see what I mean, okay? And also this journey that you're going to plan is going to be very interesting, because there is something very interesting spiritual experience is going to be waiting for you. And as long as you plan this journey at around the mid-June, you don't need to go on this journey mid-June, but as long as you plan it, like for example, you sign something, you plan, you pay for something or whatever, yeah? But as long as the energy is attached to mid-June, whenever you go, it doesn't matter. If you go mid-June or any other time, as long as you plan it around this time, that this particular energy is still going to be attached to it, which is going to be connected to the completely different dimension, different energy. You will feel unusually free when you go to that journey, because this is going to be a bit more than just a trip, a bit more than just a journey, okay? And you could have initially planned to go like just to Spain for a couple of weeks, or somewhere nice on the sea for a couple of weeks or something like that, but it's just going to turn out to be a very interesting spiritual experience, and it's going to be very much so connected to the fact that you want to be free. You feel free. You feel so free now. Why do you feel so free? Why do you feel so light suddenly? Why do you feel so positive suddenly? So this is all stemmed from the fact that there's a certain change going to start happening in your life when it comes to the big parts in your life, but this is going to be good. This is going to be positive. As I said, a certain karma, certain spiritual journey slowly coming to an end, but this is going to be even better after this, because you not only going to feel free, feel happy, feel ecstatic, feel excited about life again. It's just all that beautiful feeling and power and strength and passion is going to come back, and it's just going to make you feel not only all these things, but it's just going to make you feel ready for anything, and like really, really ecstatic and really powerful indeed. Okay, what else I would like to suggest is to get something like clear quartz. You see clear quartz crystal? It's absolutely brilliant, and especially because you're going to have your hermit mode, especially because you're going to be in touch with your own intuition, especially because you're going to be going through so many changes, especially because you're finally going to feel the power and strength to actually go on the next stage in your life, and that requires brand new you type of thing. That's why I would like you to get like a clear quartz crystal. Again, this comes with a sterling silver setting and sterling silver chain, and clear quartz crystal is really good because it helps you to bring those angel messages, those spirit guide messages, what the universe is trying to let us know, what our subconscious mind is trying to let us know. You see that this is probably one of the most powerful crystals when it comes to that, because it just brings all those messages to us closer. But it's not only about that, it's just about recognizing and receiving these messages when they're most importantly given to us. Okay, the link to buy this, of course, it's in my description script in the link below. Okay, now my beautiful Virgos, going to the last part of June 2018. Now this is all going to be about the professional life. This is going to be very important for those of you that are working, for example, because this is going to be a really good time, really good realization. People will recognize you. You're going to start feeling synchronicity again, and especially if you just didn't like your work, you didn't like your job, you just didn't feel like you fit in and type of things like that. You see, there is a synchronicity coming back, and that synchronicity is going to come only because of your own hard work and new realization, new situation that is going to come through, because you will get something really powerful for yourself. You will do something really big for yourself. You will make something really big happen for yourself, Virgo, at the end of June. And I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you, because you really needed this change. You really needed this to happen, but you just didn't have a power before. But this is all connected. The whole month is just so connected. It's unbelievable. So your own luxury, this is going to be your own personal, something very personal, something that is just for you, something that involves you and the next big stage in your life. But it involves you buying something big, or doing something big, or going somewhere big, or doing something on your own but big. But it's also connected to the fact that it's very much so connected to this present moment, and very much so connected to what's going to happen in the end of June, and very much so connected to your future planning. And you will be able to relax, you will be able to rest. This is because there were certain stages in your life that you had so far that you were not ignoring, but you knew that you needed to work on, but you were waiting for the right moment, for the right time to do all these things, all these decisions. You see, they take lots of energies from us, you see, and you will be able to rest and relax after this moment, after this point, and then you're going to realize, you know, you are on the right track, on the right journey. Just a little bit longer, a little bit of moderation, but it is just absolutely brilliant. And this is especially connected to the confusing situation in your life that was kind of preventing you to realize what's behind the corner, what's behind this particular wall, for example, because there was a cloud of energy. Now that cloud of energy is just going to make you have this realization by the end of June, which is just going to make you realize it's brilliant, just a little bit longer, and you'll get there. You'll get exactly what you want to get. Okay, for those of you Virgos that are in relationship, now this is the tricky one. Yeah, this is where things are going to get like a little bit murky water, because for those of you that are in relationship, there is some kind of issue that is going to need to be resolved. There is an issue that needs to be resolved, that is very heavy, that is very dark, that is very negative, and that is very controlling. This issue is coming from the control. There is something to do with the relationship that you will want to sort it out. You will want to sit down with your partner and you will want to sort it out. And that controlling situation is not really good. This energy is not really positive, and this energy is not too happy energy, because this is going to be some kind of a little bit of a conflict. Okay, so now the way things are going to develop, there is going to be a little conflict for those of you that are in relationships. Now if you love your partner and your partner loves you, then if you want to work on this relationship, this is absolutely brilliant. This conflict is just going to be something that you need to have. You know, you need to have a little argument maybe every now and then to discuss certain things, to shake the energy up a little bit, you see. And if you didn't get on with your partner, like for example, but you love each other and you want to work on this relationship, this conflict is going to be really good, because this is exactly what is going to happen. This is exactly what you need. And after this conflict happens, your relationship is going to go on the next stage, you see. But it's going to be either make or break. Either make or break. Get it? And if you did not get with your partner, husband, wife, if you don't love each other anymore, maybe the relationship came to an end. The relationships do come to an end, okay? Sometimes we have more than one partner, more than one person that stays with us, you see. It's basically, it all depends on our own particular spiritual journey, you see. It all depends. And if you did not get with your partner, if your relationship came to an end, if your spiritual journeys came to an end together, you see, then if you were fighting and you didn't get on, then this is also going to be make or break. because sometimes, not sometimes, but it's better to be alone or single than to be in an unhappy relationship. It's the better to be by yourself than to be with somebody else who and just unhappy together, because this is how you just end up draining each other's energy and making everything much harder and making everything much more difficult for each other. So this is going to be a make or break this month for those Virgos that are in relationship, okay? And if you do want to work on it, if you both love each other, that's fine. You just need this argument, you need this energy shake. But if you do want to leave, or if you do know that you don't love your partner anymore, your partner doesn't love you anymore, this conflict is, I'm afraid, going to come out as make or break, okay? But very, very important stage for those of you Virgos, my beautiful babies that are in relationship, okay? And now for those of you Virgos that are single and ready to mingle, oh my God, power, power, power. I can see you going out, I can see you meeting people, I can see people looking at you, I can see people feeling you, I can see people sensing you, I can see people falling in love with you, I can see people feeling your energy. Your energy is absolutely bombastic, my beautiful Virgos. You are just so powerful. And I told you that this energy, your energy this month is going to be incredible. You will be full of radiance and you will love this flirting, you will love this power. You will socialize with people, you will be enjoying yourself. It's going to be the mixture of you working really hard, or mixture of you doing things that you normally do, but also you enjoying yourself, and you will be like doing lots of things that are very healthy, like a healthy exercising, and all these things is going to come back with all this beautiful amount of energy. You're going to be meeting people, like when you go out, wherever you go, lots of meetings and lots of flirting, and there is someone very, very special that is going to come through. There's a potential romance that is going to come through, somebody very interesting, somebody the way you really would want them to be, somebody very, very interesting is about to walk into your life, okay? And this person is just going to be exactly what you want, exactly what you need. It's going to make you feel really good. It's going to have a lot of love, emotion and power. It's going to be someone very intelligent, someone very interesting, someone from a very good family, something very strong when it comes to their education. This is what you like, Virgo. You're turned on when it comes to the actual intelligence with people. You're turned on by what's inside, not necessarily what's outside, you see, that counts, but it's a lot what's inside, you see. But this is somebody that is very powerful on both outside and inside. So, however, my beautiful Virgos, not only you're going to be flirting this month like there is no tomorrow, not only you're going to get all this love and attention back, not only that you're going to love this, not only that this is exactly what you need, not only that you're going to start living your life again, but there is someone very, very special that is about to manifest in your life. You just watch this space and know exactly how much fun you, my beautiful Virgos, are going to have, and you absolutely deserve it. Virgos, 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 I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Please, please, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you already haven't done so. Don't forget to share me on social networks, and also, of course, don't forget to comment in the comment section below. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.